Hello, dear students. Welcome to this e-class, and we were continuing with our chapter from the beginning of time, which is the first chapter of your history book. So, the other day we had stopped at discussing Australopithecus, and now we are going to see the other genus, that is Homo. Homo is a Latin word meaning man. The different fossil species of Homo are Homo habilis, the tool maker; Homo erectus, the upright man; Homo sapiens, the wise or thinking man. Now, fossils of Homo habilis have been discovered at Omo in Ethiopia, Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania. Fossils of Homo erectus have been found at Kubi Fora and West Turkana in Kenya, that is Africa, and Morjokerto and Sangiran in Java, that is Asia. It's likely that hominids migrated from East Africa to southern and northern Africa, even to southern and northeastern Asia, and perhaps to Europe between 2 to 1.5 million years ago, as you can see from the map of Africa and Asia. Now, names of fossils, sometimes names of fossils are derived from places where the first fossils of a particular type were found. For example, Homo heidelbergensis, found in Africa, Asia, and Europe. Homo neanderthalensis, found in Europe and West and Central Asia. This was found between time period 130,000 to 35,000 years ago, and they both belong to species of archaic, that is old Homo sapiens. They disappeared in Western Europe around 35,000 years ago. Now, some of the features of Homo are as follows. Compared to Australopithecus, Homo have larger brain size, which is associated with more intelligence and better memory, jaws with a reduced outward protrusion, smaller teeth, and changes in jaws and teeth were probably related to differences in their dietary habits. We see two models to explain the evolution of human beings. One is the replacement model, another is the regional continuity model. The story of human evolution, modern human beings. Let's talk about the replacement model. Replacement model says that there was a complete replacement everywhere of all older forms of humans with modern humans. There is evidence of genetic and anatomical homogeneity of modern humans. Enormous similarity amongst modern humans is due to their descent from a population that originated in a single region in Africa. Evidence of earliest fossils of modern humans from Omo in Ethiopia also support replacement model. Physical differences observed today among modern humans are as a result of adaptation by population who migrated to that particular regions where they finally settled down. And let's talk about the regional continuity model. The archaic Homo sapiens in different regions gradually evolved at different rates into modern humans. Hence, there is a variation in the first appearance of modern humans in different parts of the world. There are regional differences in the features of present-day humans. These dissimilarities are due to differences between pre-existing Homo erectus and Homo heidelbergensis populations that occupied the same region. Let's talk about early humans and their ways of obtaining food. One is gathering, that is collecting of plant food such as seeds, nuts, berries, fruits, and tubers. Evidence of plant intake is by studying carbonized, that is accidentally burned seeds. Another way is scavenging or foraging. They obtain meat and marrow from carcasses of animals that died naturally or was killed by other predators. Even rodents, birds and their eggs, reptiles, insects like termites, they were also eaten by early hominids. Hunting. Hunting probably began about 500,000 years ago. Evidence of planned hunting and butchery of large mammals have been found at two important sites. One is Box Grove in southern England around 500,000 years ago, and Skowningen in Germany about 400,000 years ago. Fishing was also done, which could be found from the fish bones. From about 35,000 years ago, evidence of planned hunting was found from some European sites, and we can give the example of Dolní Věstonice in Czech Republic. You can have a look at the map of Europe where you can find some of the important hunting sites of Europe. Early humans from trees to caves and open-air sites. Now, how to reconstruct the pattern of residence? By plotting distribution of artifacts, that is, thousands of flake tools and hand axes excavated at Kilombe and Olorgesailie, Kenya, which are about 700,000 to 500,000 years old. And now, how did these tools accumulate at one place? People visited these places where food was abundant. People left behind traces of their activities and presence, including artifacts. The deposited artifacts would appear as patches on the landscape. Places less frequently visited had fewer artifacts. Some locations may have been shared by hominids, other primates, and carnivores. These are some. This is the site of Olorgesailie, where footprints have also been found, and even the artifacts used by early human beings have been found. Locations which were co-inhabited by hominids, other primates, and carnivores. Early humans from trees to caves and open-air sites. Continuing with this topic, between 400,000 to 125,000 years ago, caves and open-air sites were used. Evidences are as follows. Lazaret Cave in southern France. Here, a 12 by 4 meter shelter was built against the cave wall. Inside, there were 2 hearths. Also evidence of food sources like fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, birds, eggs, freshwater fish were also found. Another cave site is Terra Amata, also in southern France. Here, flimsy shelters with roofs of wood and grass were built with short seasonal visits. Pieces of baked clay and burnt bone along with stone tools, which were as old as 1.4 to 1 million years ago, found at Chesovanja, Kenya, and Swartkrans, South Africa. Their origin is unknown. Now, hearths. Hearths were also found inside the caves. They indicate that there was controlled use of fire. Fire provided warmth and light inside caves. Fire was used for cooking. It was used to harden wood. It helped in flaking tools, and it helped to scare away dangerous animals. Early humans and making of tools. Tool making is not confined to humans. Even birds can make objects that help in feeding, maintaining hygiene, and also for social encounters. Even chimpanzees use their own made tools for foraging of food. Human tool making is unique because certain anatomical and neurological adaptations have led to the skilled use of hands. It requires greater memory and organizational skills that are absent in the apes. Earliest evidence of stone tool making has been found in Ethiopia and Kenya, and probably early tool makers were the Australopithecus. About 35,000 years ago, improvements in techniques of killing animals were found in new kinds of tools like spear throwers, bow and arrow. The meat was processed by removing bones, followed by drying, smoking, and storage for later consumption. There were other changes such as trapping of fur-bearing animals and invention of sewing needles. Earliest evidence of sewn clothes were about 21,000 years ago. Introduction of punch blade technique was also made to make engravings on bone, antler, ivory, or wood, and this was the pastime of early man. When they were not doing any kind of hunting or gathering, they were indulging in doing these kinds of leisure activities. And you can see the punch blade technique of making tools.